pauses. You need to have a very high rate of speech when you're talking to, or you need to have a very slow rate of speech when you're talking to. Now this is what we're going to discuss when we talk about wow the audience with yourself, with the body language, and through voice as well. How would you be able to manage? How do you actually change expressions by your voice too? You'll be able to cover all that as well. The next in power is E, which is called as engage them with external factors. Remember when I discussed that if we have a flip chart stand available here, how would we use the flip chart? If you have a U-shape sitting arrangement, these things are called as external factors. The lightings, the music, if you want to play music inside the training, you can do that as well. However, how, when is something which we will be able to discuss here when we talk about engage the audience with external factors available. The air conditioning, the temperature of the room, what do you want, what do you think you should set? We will cover all that, every details of that in this particular session when we talk about it. Then we move on to something which is called as R. The way we begin, open with an impact, we got to finish, we got to round up with finesse as well. Round up with style. This is what a powerful presenter is all about as well. If you have the style, if you have the impact to put it on people, the audience, so that they remember you for a longer duration. It should not be that they come there, sit for hours and relax and say, oh, my honeymoon period is over. Thank you so much. All that work pressure which I had at my office, thank you, my management, thank you so much that you took me and made me sit inside this training. Now it was like a holiday for me. Thank God it's over. Do you think that that presentation which you delivered as a presenter would be impactful if the audience has that kind of a thinking about the presenter?
No.
Believe me, as I have trained more than 6,000 people, I see people like that too. Okay? There are people, there will be individuals inside the training room who would have that kind of a mentality wherein it's just an off from the work pressure for them, and they come there, consider that as a holiday, sit there, they would be all ears to you when you will be talking. But again, how as a presenter you actually capture their focus so that they can remember you for a very long time as well. Okay? So this is what we are going to cover in something which is called as power. Alright? Now let me take you through something which is very important. A lot of people have a fear. Fear of what? When we talk about presentation skills, when we talk about this thing particularly, what fear do you think a lot of people they may have? Facing the public. Fantastic. Let's give it a round of applause. I think that's a perfect answer for the question which I asked as well. Facing the public. Why? How many of us have that fear? Facing the public. Standing here and delivering in front of, or delivering or facilitating a session or delivering in front of large audience or even small audience. Presentations are done inside the management as well, wherein there are just the CEO and the CEO of the organization sitting and you're just talking about your sales presentation, that this is what we have achieved, with all the benchmarks since 2009, this is where we were at. Now that we have grown the organization from this level to that level, that's a presentation too. Yeah? So a lot of people have fear on that too. Why does the fear exist? That's the next question. Why do you think the fear exists?
The people are unknown.
The people are unknown? Okay.
Might be.
Okay, yeah, why not? What else?
Because we assume that people know more than us.
We assume that people know more than us. Okay, well, why not? Very good. You can still think about more things and then come out. Why does that fear? It could be anything. Not only about public speaking or standing in front of public and then talking, facilitating. Could be anything which we can think of. Why does that fear exist? Think. Think of any fear. Why does it exist? For example, fear of standing in the dark or going in dark as well. I had that fear when I was a kid. First of all, you always need to ask this question. If you have any fear inside you, ask this question. Why am I afraid or scared of that thing? Why? Find out answers for that. For example, scared of the audience. That could be just an example. That could be in my case too, that I'm scared of my audience. That's why I'm not able to deliver, or that's why I'm shivering so much too. A lot of people have that thing as well. When they stand and deliver in front of people, there are certain things which happen to them as well. Symptoms which we look out for. A lot of people have sweaty hands. You notice that. Yeah? When they're nervous, yeah, they have sweaty hands. Their legs, they shiver a little. They have that twitchy feeling inside the stomach. Can't really speak. Throat goes numb. Yeah? If your entire body is hot or cold?
Cold.
Cold. The entire body gets cold. You don't have any, you go blank. You're brilliant. Academically, you're brilliant. When you come here on the stage, you have nothing in your head. You go blank. Yeah? Are you able to understand that? Has that happened to you as well? Has that? Nauseous feeling, you feel sick. You know, you see a lot of people, they want to drink more water. They keep asking you, can I get a glass of water in between? Because the throat, the saliva, everything is not working out, not helping at all. Yeah? Happens?
It happens.
Yes. Now this is where we need to understand one thing which is called as motivation. Understand why does the fear exist. Always ask that question. Okay? Then think of the things, what happens to your body language. When you talk about that fear, what if I'm grammatically incorrect? What if the pen falls down? What are we doing right now? Thinking? Negative. That's what we're doing. We're thinking negative, and when we think negative, that's what we're doing. We're thinking negative, and when we think negative, all the negative things, they start happening. Okay? So what are we going to do now is that when we are inside this topic called as prepare for success, this is what we're going to understand, that first of all, we always